Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Just doing a bonus reading today. Not doing anything really structured, just playing around with cards and see what happens. Just a little energy check to see how January's going so far for you guys. I don't know. Not really following anything in particular, just going with the flow here. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps you in some way. If this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment, tell me what you think of this. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out here for you guys. Just a little energy check. See how Libra is doing. That one went back in. I think. Let's check. Pretty sure it did. All right. That's funny. Okay. So, no, it came out like this. Okay. You got the 7 of Gabriel. Stand up. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. And then the 8 of Gabriel. A great deal of activity. Sudden and immediate results. Important communication. I think you need to speak your truth, or that's what you have done. Interesting. And then under the deck, we have divine guidance. 5. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So there's someone around you, somebody who's standing up for you, or at least has got you back in regards to what it is that you need to stand up for. Somebody, they're not pushing you, but they're letting you know that they're there for you, that they agree with you, that they understand you, and that where you're coming from. And maybe something is not equal. Something's one-sided, and in order for that to change, you need to say something. You need to, they can't read your mind, right? So in order for this to change, you need to speak your truth, say what you need to say, and then you can at least get out of that space of mulling this in your head over and over and over and over, into moving from that space into, okay, how can we fix this? How can we make this better? What can we do? And that's when you'll see results come in. That's how you'll see some changes. I think that you really need to focus on not only what you say, but how you're saying it. Really make an effort to be clear and concise. Yeah. But yeah, you definitely have more than one person who has your back, and maybe you're needing to stand up for a group of people for things to change. Maybe this is a work thing and something's not going right at work. This could be a family thing, where something's one-sided and the other family members aren't happy, or yeah. But let's see. What messages for Libra? What other messages? Okay. Yeah, so maybe there's a relationship of some sort that is one-sided. You got the Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups. So either this relationship was rushed into and things happened too quickly and you never really got to know each other, and that's why it's becoming one-sided. Maybe one's sharing more than the other, or maybe one's giving more than the other. And but you can't fix that until you say what you need to say. You need to I'm not saying this is a not going to work situation. That's definitely not, because we got the Nine of Cups here, right? So somebody is feeling either left out or feel like they're not a part of this partnership, this relationship, because it could even be a control situation, as in it's one person could be, and it's starting to really feel like it's a control thing. But I don't know, right? But it's like one person, well, this is the way I like to do things. This is the way I do this. This is the way I do that. And not saying your way's wrong. They're being very careful that way. They're not saying your way's wrong, but they prefer to do things their way. And this causes you some unhappiness because you feel like your opinion doesn't matter or is not. And then that's not the case. I think that person just, the other person that we're that you're dealing with, I think it's more, it's their way of nurturing is by, let's say, okay, you're cooking supper, you cook chicken one way, they cook chicken another way. They are the ones that want to cook a meal for you. So they want to cook it their way. Even though you may like it differently, they want to do it their way because that's their way of expressing how they feel and how they want to care for you. Like, it does not feel negative in any way, shape, or form. It's more coming from, I feel like it's a misunderstanding. And because this was rushed in so quickly, all those little pet peeves or little things like that weren't really addressed. And now, as you guys are starting to learn about each other, you're seeing these pet peeves, you're seeing all these little things. And the thing is, if you don't say something now and don't start to fix things now, then it's just going to fester. It's just going to fester. It's not going to get better if you don't speak your truth, if you don't say things that are bothering you. And it could be something small, but if you don't tell them, they don't know, right? And maybe there's a reason why they do it that way. I think it's a perspective thing and a misunderstanding. I honestly don't feel like it comes from a vindictive place. I feel like it's just that's their way of showing. And if let's say, we'll go back to this cooking thing. Maybe they like to cook it that way because that's how their mom used to cook it and it brings back good memories. Maybe you like to have it prepared a certain way because it reminds you of your grandma and it brings back memories. You both have really good, valid reasons for wanting to do things a certain way. You just need to find that middle ground, that compromise, and say, well, okay, I'll try it your way, you try it my way. I feel like there's a like I say, it feels just like a misunderstanding and not so much an ending of a relationship. I don't see any endings here. I just see just a communication issue here. Anyway, let's see what we got. What's the 7 of Gabriel about? See if anything else comes out. Oh, jeez. Thank you. Seven of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So, again, it feels like a communication thing. And like I was saying before, this give and take, the 6 of Pentacles, that's give and take, give and receiving, and maybe that's just not balanced right now. And in order for it to balance, you guys need to talk about it. And if you can come up from it from a very practical, logical way, like saying, instead of being hysterical, it can be resolved in a logical, practical way, and it can be fixed in a logical, practical way. And that's why the Queen of Pentacles here, because she is a logical, balanced person. And I think I really feel like you just need to, and that's, with this divine guidance here, is really use that so that you can have this conversation in a loving, balanced way. There's 2 ways, or more than 2 ways, to say the same thing. And that's what I said earlier. Really pay attention to your tone and how you say something. Make sure you're not accusing and just saying, because I really, really feel like this is just a communication. Something just needs to be expressed. And once that is expressed, then you guys can move on to the next step, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. My fingers don't want to cooperate now. What's this 8 of Gabriel about? What cards came out? So the Page of Swords landed on the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe this communication issue has something to do with a child or somebody's kids. I'm not sure yet. All right, and we got the Moon, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. So I'm thinking if you focus too much on... me say that again. When you have this conversation, be open-minded. Pay attention to what's being said. Because sometimes, it is hard for people to communicate, especially now, where we text everything, and, so please don't text us. Whatever this is, sit down and talk it out so that it can be resolved properly. So many texts can be taken the wrong way just because you don't have the tone, the body language, the voice, the volume. You don't have any of that with texting. And so it can be taken the wrong way, at least, so make sure that this is said, what needs to be said, face to face. Gather your strength. I feel like this is something that, you may not be a very confrontational person, but you need to look at the end result. And if you want it to be resolved, then you need to get this out. Okay. And just really listen to what's being said, and also maybe what's not being said, what you can see through body language. I feel like if there is miscommunication, it could cause arguments if you don't come at this. Oh, no, I'm losing my words. Somebody struggles with their voice or to talk. If you need to write it down so that you can address the issues. Then it's easier for you to see it and address each issue. I know I'm sounding extremely businesslike and you're going to a business meeting, but if that's what you have to do to have the courage to have this conversation, then that's what you need to do. Okay. I feel like, I don't know, stuttering. Maybe you're the one who needs to voice your opinion, and you struggle with a stutter and an anxiety. All right, let's see what else we can find. But yeah, look into stones to help you with your throat chakra. That could help too. Okay. Just please don't let it fester, because then one day you're gonna just explode, and it's and the person's gonna look at you like you're crazy because they didn't even realize that this whole time you didn't like what they were doing. Okay. And then when it gets to that point, that's when things start to get to where you can't really go back and fix, right? So meditate before you have the conversation so that you can make sure that you're coming from the right space. Okay? So this one, 2 jumpers. 10 of Wands and Justice. Okay, so yes. It's someone's carrying majority of the weight in the relationship, and it's getting too much. Okay. That's where the give and take is, or yeah, it's, but it can be fixed. It's the 10 of Wands, right? They can release that. They can let that go. But they can't do that unless you help them. Or, vice versa. I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying maybe you're the one that could be having all these burdens as well. Maybe it's you with the 10 of Wands, and if you don't let them know, maybe they think you enjoy, and we're going back to food again, but maybe they think you enjoy cooking, and so that's why you're cooking supper every night. If you don't tell them that, hey, we need to take turns, how are they going to know, right? So let's see. Way too many. That really slipped. Sorry. It's a new deck for me, and we're still working through the motions of shuffling. All right. Yeah, I feel like I don't even feel like I need to pull any more cards. I think I've said enough, but I'll just go through these ones real quick here. I feel like once you learn to speak up, it will just start getting easier and easier and easier. So we got the World card and the Lovers. And in order for this love to grow, we all have our pet peeves. We all do, right? Maybe you're doing something that irritates them and they're holding it inside because they're scared if they say something, it might wreck it. They might lose you. So, but how can you grow together if you guys aren't communicating properly? And once you guys start opening up that communication and go, I've let this bother me for the past 2-3 weeks, and all I needed to say was, can you quit that? Done. Problem solved. Move on, right? May even become a joke later on, right? Who knows? But you have to get this communication rolling. You have to get going on it, and it'll be great because it just gets easier and easier to communicate and discuss and talk about issues that happened or come up during your time together. And it just brings you closer too, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, something different. Just kind of go with the flow. Let me know what you guys think. I hope this helps somebody out there. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.